Hello guys, this is Mike from McProgramming.org. Welcome to another Python tutorial. Still in the getting started stages, so we haven't really got to programming much yet, but one of the other important foundations is variables. Okay, so what a variable is it's some type of name that you give it, and it represents a memory location on your computer, and you assign it a value, and that value gets stored in that memory location, and we can access the data inside that memory location with just the variable name. Okay, so what does that all mean? Let's just say that I wanted, let me say fave number. Okay, that's the variable name, and then we assign it a value, and I'm just going to assign it a 9, and you can hit enter, and now 9 gets put into this memory location. Alright, and a memory location is a very ugly number that a new programmer definitely you don't want to have to deal with. So this fave number represents that memory location. And if we wanted to call it, we would just have to use that name, okay? And we can use and manipulate the data. So if I wanted to say fave number, let's say times 2, I get an 18. So this pretty much is just equivalent to 9, okay? So but it's an easy way to store data. So if I wanted to do 9 times 2 and I have to use 9 again or something, maybe I could store it in a variable right here and we can use it over and over again, okay? And one thing about Python is it was designed for easy, quick use. It wasn't really designed for huge programs like Java and C++ handles, even though you can do that with Python. But Python was created for a pretty much a non-programmer, maybe a scientist that needs to test out some theories and mathematical equations and stuff, just stuff that's a couple lines long. So to make it more easy for them to get used to Python and be able to use it, the creator decided to make these dynamically typed, not statically typed like in C++ or Java. And what does that mean? Statically typed means that when I declare a variable, I have to declare the type, like int, and then the variable name. I'll just say variable name equals value, okay? So that's the way that you do it if it's statically typed, but this is Python, so we don't have to worry about that. All we have to do is give it the variable name, so variable name, and this you just put whatever you want. I'm just saying exactly what it is, equals the value that you throw in there, okay? And it can store any type of type, and there are types in Python, but your computer or the Python virtual machine decides what type you're using when you start to run your program. So it's deferred till runtime, okay? And it knows exactly what you're trying to do, so don't worry about it not giving you the correct type back. Alright, and now let's do some naming conventions, because this is not a good name to give a variable, okay? So how can we name our variables? First off, there are two rules, okay? So a variable name, it can only have numbers, letters, and an underscore. And it cannot, and the second one is it can't start with a number. Alright, so this is perfectly valid. Is it good? No, it's not good. Alright, you want to be able to look at your variable name and have it reflect what it's holding, okay? So if I wanted to store my name in a variable, it wouldn't be a good idea to say, call it donkey equals Mike. That's a bad naming convention. What you want to do is you want to call it name. There you go. So that kind of reflects. If somebody else is reading your code, they can tell what you were trying to do. Alright, and another thing is if we're using multiple lines or multiple words in a variable, there's two ways to do that typically. So if I wanted to say my name, for instance, there's two ways. You can say my underscore name equals whatever. The way I do it, just because of the way I was coding in other languages, is I put them all together. The first letter is under or lowercase, and then every first letter of a new word is uppercase, just like that. So that is how I do it, but I believe that the the regular way Python users do it is this way. So it's up to you whichever way you want to do it, and also try to keep the names of the variables a lot shorter than having like 5 concatenated words. So there you go. That's how you create variables and what they mean. And in the next tutorial, we'll keep going a little bit farther in learning Python. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe below.